very scary.
Hello. Okay. Fix the camera.
Oh my god.
All right. And
This is take 2.
they don't need to know that. Okay. Yeah. Hey everyone. Sorry that we're not in the studio this week for this episode of Real Talk. We had a really great time talking about all the big superhero movies. We talked to the Avengers, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Batman v Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. Unfortunately, that's lost in cyberspace, but we're kind of here to give you our thoughts on the upcoming Age of Ultron movie. I got with me Joey Dalton, friend, and Nikki Moulet, a friend. So big comic book fans, big comic book movie fans. Excuse me, it's been a long day. Yeah, so let's just kind of wrap about what do you want to see in Avengers: Age of Ultron?
Well, I'm pretty happy that they at least like changed most of the Ultron story because in the comics it's Hank Pym who makes Ultron, and so by like changing it to the Avengers, it makes it less predictable to like hardcore nerds like me because let's face it, the people who spoil all the Marvel movies are people like me who are know-it-all fans who are just like, here's what happened in the arc in the comic book. So that it's like new, it's good. So I don't actually know where it's gonna go for once, which is very exciting for me.
I think what I'm looking forward to is like it's weird like as the cinematic universe like kind of goes forward, my like love of Captain America is risen while my kind of I don't not dislike but like my interest in Iron Man is kind of fallen.
Well, they're building him to be a villain, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I think by having like and I think this movie kind of shows it. Like this is his first step, like Iron Man's first step into being. Do you
more morally ambiguous.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I don't want.
He's not a bad guy.
You can't call him an outright
villain. The whole
villain.
thing about Civil War is there aren't really bad guys.
Sorry, just to yeah, there will be a. This movie is going to tie into Civil War. Yeah,
it's been announced. Civil War's already been announced. Yeah. It's literally an Avengers movie. Of course, it's going to tie in. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know what Civil War is, just go on Tumblr for like 3 seconds. There's so many memes, guys. Yeah. So many memes.
What are you looking forward to in Age of Ultron?
I'm looking forward to kind of like Ultron himself, because I like the actor who plays Ultron.
Oh yeah,
I don't really know his name.
James Spader.
Yes. Yeah. Because I liked The Blacklist.
Oh okay. Yeah. Cool.
You know, his voice is really just when you hear it, it's like whoa.
Yeah, yeah. Also, like the way Joss Whedon, like he does a great job with villains. I think villains, female characters. You seem to disagree, but I think he does a great job. Like you know what he did with Loki, I think he's going to do with Ultron, but even better. I think like.
I just like some stuff about Loki's plot arc, but that's not for now.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, but I think he has like a really cool idea of making this guy like a mastermind child. I don't know. I saw Akira for the first time. The Japanese anime. And I think like I get like if they can make Ultron like an Akira type figure, I think that'll play in like just like this guy learning about all his great power and how he's almost cosmic with all his power. I don't know.
I think it could happen. I also feel like this movie really like definitely represents how society feels about the uncanny valley right now. Do you guys know what that is?
I don't think the viewers know.
Oh, all right. So basically, the uncanny valley is machinery is starting to cross the line where it looks more and more human. So like you'll see like robotic dolls that look mostly human, but there's just something that's kind of wrong about them, and you can't really tell what it is, but you know there's something wrong because your eyes pick up on a lot of subtle cues from body language and posture and vocal tones and stuff that it's obviously very hard to completely master with CGI or with robotics. And it really, Age of Ultron really represents, because like, let's face it, ever since Terminator came out, we've had like such a fear of a robot uprising, guys. Oh my God, Google's watching you. Of course they're watching you.
It's watching us right now on my MacBook Pro that we're filming on.
Well, Apple's watching you also then. But yeah, it just really like, because it is a relevant kind of issue. I mean, like it's not gonna happen in 5 years, but like, we are developing AI that will gradually learn. So.
I like how you bring up like the Uncanny Valley and Ultron's look. Because like I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, what I saw in like the comics, what I saw in like just fan art, of like when they announced it was gonna be Age of Ultron. I like the kind of the classic view of Ultron. I think this Ultron looks almost too human. I think what kind of works for the character is that he's metallic, he's cold, and he's entirely distant from being human. I don't know.
Yeah, it was off-putting when I first saw the trailer that gave him a moving mouth.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I didn't even want to move him out.
Yeah, because I like the first teaser they showed like the regular kind of helmet that there is, which I'm guessing will appear like mid-movie when because he's upgrading his body the entire time. But like, I don't know, for some reason I feel like even if he's upgrading himself throughout the entire movie, how's it gonna be that he upgrades himself so quickly, learning so much that he already has a movable face?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, see, the thing about that, well, just from like my understanding of what like the producers of the movie are saying is, when the original Ultron like comic arc came out, it was in like the 90s, and technology has progressed so much since the 90s that 90s kids experience a very specific type of nostalgia that scientists are studying, just because so much has changed in such a short time that it feels so much longer. So, from what I've heard, they're basing it off that in terms of like, this is why it's so much different from the comics, guys, because we're so much more technologically advanced right now, especially because Marvel's New York City, that's portrayed in the cinematic universe, is way more technologically advanced than our like actual reality. Like,
it's interesting. Yeah. Also, moving on from Ultron. Any last bit of comments or?
I'm good.
Yeah. Moving on from Ultron is the Hulkbuster and Iron Man. Hulk versus Iron Man part. We see that in all the trailers.
Yep.
And
we see the YouTube clips that you think maybe it'll just show fighting, and you could be like, oh, cool, that's a neat feature the Iron Hulkbuster armor can do. But no, it starts out with the very first thing, Tony Stark completely spoiling why the fight is happening.
Aww.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's a good point. I'm glad you raised that. I feel a lot of these. I'm not like scared of spoilers. I don't like hide from the internet. Because I know I'm gonna get spoiled because I'm on the internet. But like these.
Dude, I have a Tumblr. I know all the spoilers
But
for
like
everything.
these.
Don't hide like that, man.
I don't know. Yeah, but no, like these. Oh, Nick is dead. Still.
He's buried under the anchor.
Yeah. Okay. We're not gonna make it.
He has a fear of spoilers.
Yeah.
That you like try to talk to him about anything, he's like, "Shut up," and leaves.
Yeah.
Or will make you pause your own thing if you were in the room first.
Yeah, that's annoying. But he's also
You can watch this, guys.
Yeah. Wherever you are, Nick, we love you. But yeah, he's fine. Okay, but no, but yeah, the even I have to say, Avengers really does like these upcoming trailers really spoil a lot.
Oh yeah.
And not even like big moments, but like the little moments too. The moments that I would be laughing so hard in the theater. I don't need to. I only need to see one trailer. And actually, I need to see two. The first trailer I wasn't a fan of, but yeah, I don't need to see all this.
And like I just said with the Hulkbuster, I would like it more if the clip showed more just the fight without any context.
Okay.
Just to make it go like, and not show you the whole fight, just show you like the beginning, and maybe show you like what the Hulkbuster can do, which it did show you a neat thing that does.
Yeah.
Should I say it?
I haven't heard. I don't want to. Sorry. Don't spoil me.
Well,
I'm still pure.
asking you if you want.
You're a good friend for that. Yeah. But I'm still pure. You're tainted with spoilers.
God.
Yeah. I don't know. So like, and also it's so hard to like the news sites are also I think to blame too. A lot of people I hear a lot of saying like, do you want to know what such and such does in the show? Click to find out. I'm like, well, if you mention this thing, and like from just like my background knowledge, like I know this happens now. So I remember back in the days, it was actually recent, like just back with the first Iron Man in 2008, like you never knew Nick Fury was going to be in the Avengers, and because like no one wanted to spoil it.
I kind of feel like they're so excited about what they're going to do in the movie, they have to be like, look what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And so there's no surprise to it anymore.
Yeah, but like you don't need that. Like I know I'm going to see the movie. Stop, jam it down my throat.
Oh, dude. Even if the Marvel movies are horrible, I'm still going to keep seeing them. They're still gonna get all my money.
I think like them spoiling everything has something kind of like to do how some movies are just going straight to iTunes now, which I don't like personally. Even though like some people do love that, I still like the feeling of going into a movie theater. And going, like,
Do you know what's the best kind of movie theater? Drive-ins.
Those are fun.
I love those so much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're saying about
Just like, cause like the interview, I mean, it was because it got like a whole bunch of weird press stuff, but it went straight to iTunes, and it's just kind of like, I'd rather have had that just go to theaters, and have to go to the theater to see that, and
What's
get
North Korea really gonna do? Let's be real.
and you know just be surprised by what happened in the movie when I don't know, watching it on an iTunes laptop, it's just kind of like.
I don't think, but I don't think Avengers is gonna be on iTunes.
Yeah, but I mean, like the way it's spoiling, it's almost like in the future. I think companies already think that this is going to happen, where everything's just going to go straight to iTunes. The next thing you know,
iTunes, Netflix, or Hulu.
Yeah,
with all their original stuff.
And that you know, there won't be movie theaters anymore, really, except for like the indie ones.
I hope not. Yeah.
Like Angelica will still be open, except it'll be showing Avengers.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay. Anything else on Avengers: Age of Ultron? You want what do you hope to see? I will say I will be having a review. The Real Talk is taking over Riley Bartolomeo's show, The Rundown. I get to cover his show, so all we're going to be doing is talking about the Avengers. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know news stuff, so I'm just talking about the Avengers. I'm going to.
What are politics? Yeah. Movies.
Watch the movies and then try to act as if they're real world problems. Be like,
the
robots are taking over in Iraq.
All
right.
Talk about how J. Jonah Jameson is the only real reporter anymore.
Okay, this is getting way a little too political. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this movie. I do you think it's going to surpass the original Avengers?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Because you have the shock of the team up, you know? Like,
yeah.
You're not really the shock, but the newness of it.
Yeah. You?
I can't tell, because it looks like it's going to have a darker tone, which I think is neat. But, like you said, when we first saw the first Avengers, it was like, whoa, this is actually happening. And now it's kind of like, we know this is happening. Maybe the villain will be better. I don't know. Yeah. It wasn't really a big main villain other than Loki, but Loki wasn't even the big villain.
Yeah.
I'm still upset about Loki's character.
We'll talk about it later. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for. We had a terrific show. If you want to listen to us live, and you don't have to worry about missing an episode on YouTube, you can go on to wcbgradio.org, and you can listen to us there. And also, I don't have to keep running up to refresh the page. I'm Glenn.
I'm Joey.
I'm Nikki.
And Real Talk, don't talk to strangers.
Vision.